What's up, everyone, and welcome to the David Hittle Real Estate Show, brought to you by United Real Estate Louisville. And welcome to real estate knowledge, real estate news, real estate updates. You get all of that from the David Hittle Real Estate Show. Coming to you live here. It's 2 o'clock on a Sunday, the first day of August. Can you believe it? 8 months into 2021, and it is now August, rounding out the rest of this year. So, welcome to everyone here on the YouTube platform as well as the Facebook platform. We have them both up and running good today. And today's topics are going to be how waiting to buy a home could cost you. And on top of that, we're going to discuss three hot topics in the housing market now, right now. The three hot topics for this incredible housing market. So let's get started. Again, this is David Hittle, host of the David Hittle Real Estate Show. I am a realtor here in Louisville, Kentucky with United Real Estate Louisville. So, if you are in the market to buy or sell a home, or maybe you're an investor in real estate, you can always reach out to me. My information is in the description of every video here on the YouTube platform. And if you're watching me live here on Facebook, you can always connect with me very easily. So, here is why waiting to buy a home could cost you. And what could it cost you? It's going to cost you money, of course. So these estimates are based on Freddie Mac home price appreciation and mortgage rate predictions. So here's what we have. On a $250,000 home, so if you were to buy a $250,000 home, and we're going to talk about January. Back in January of 2021, if you bought a $250,000 home at that time, the mortgage rate of 2.8%, your monthly mortgage payment, just principal and interest, would be $1,027. And for 2021, Freddie Mac is estimating or projecting a home appreciation of 12.1%, an incredible percentage. Here in the Louisville market, we did 10. 10% was the average last year here just in Louisville of home price appreciation. But if you were to purchase that home, again, $250,000 in January of 2021, at that 2.8% interest rate, you're looking at about $1,027 in monthly payment, just your principal and interest. However, that same loan in January of 2022, thinking about that appreciation and thinking about the mortgage rate estimates, your $250,000 home would be going for, or should be going for, $280,000 next year. The anticipated mortgage interest rates then are 3.4%, giving you $1,243 as your monthly principal and interest payment. Now, Freddie Mac projects that in 2022, annual home price appreciation will be 5.3%. So a little more than half, or a little less than half of what it is today, or for 2021. So purchasing that home, waiting 2 years to purchase that home, instead of paying $250,000 in 2021 or $280,000 in 2022, with those figures, you will pay an estimated $295,000. And the mortgage interest rate prediction for 2023 is 3.8%, leaving your monthly principal and interest payment at $1,375. So, just from Freddie Mac's predictions here, we can see that if you wait a year, it's going to cost you about $30,000. And if you wait 2 years, it's going to cost you about $45,000. But it gets worse. Say you're not in that $250,000 market. Say you're in the $500,000 market. So if you would have purchased the home in January of 2021 for $500,000, again, 2.8% mortgage interest rate. That's now the annual average for 2021. Your monthly mortgage payment, principal and interest only $2,054. And again, we're still looking at a 12.1% annual home appreciation projection. So, waiting to buy that $500,000 home until next year, that same $500,000 home is likely to cost you $560,000. Again, they're looking at a 3.4% annual interest rate next year. So your payment is going to go from $2,054 to $2,486. Big difference. And again, we're still looking at a 5.3% annual home appreciation projection for 2022 as well. So if you were to wait 2 years to buy that $500,000 home, you're looking at spending $590,000 and paying a principal and interest payment of $2,750. That's big. So again, on a $500,000 home, waiting 1 year, waiting until next year to buy that home, is likely going to cost you $560,000. So $60,000 more than if you would have bought it at the beginning of this year. And by January of 2023, $590,000. So almost $600,000 just by waiting. But maybe you're not in that market either. Maybe you're not in the $250,000 or the $500,000 market. Maybe you're in the $750,000 market. There are people that are there. Those are almost luxury type homes. But if you were to do the $750,000 home at the 2.8% interest, your principal and interest is $3,082. Again, we're talking about a 12.1% appreciation for this year, meaning that if you waited until next year, that $750,000 house is going to instead cost you $840,000. And your mortgage principal and interest payment are going to be $3,729. And again, we're talking about a 5.3% annual appreciation projection for 2020, meaning that if you were to wait 2 years, you're going to wind up paying $885,000 for that home that you could have bought in January of 2021 or this year altogether for $750,000. You're instead going to pay $885,000, and you're going to pay a monthly mortgage principal and interest payment of $4,125. So the bottom line in all of that is this: if you are thinking of purchasing a home, if you are planning to purchase a home, if you're renting right now and you're saying, I don't want to see my rent go up again, I want to have a payment that is predictable, a payment that I know what the payment is going to be. It's going to stay the same. It's not going to go up. I'm not at risk of getting kicked out of my house by a landlord just because. If that is you, you should be purchasing a home this year and not purchasing one next year if you're going to purchase one this year, because the appreciation is predicted to be 12.1% this year. It's already occurring. Home prices are still going up. So 12.1% is the overall annual average for 2021. So waiting until next year is going to cost you about 12.1% on average, according to Freddie Mac. And then waiting an additional year is going to cost you that first 12.1%, but then it's also going to cost you that 5.3% as well. So waiting 2 years, just 2 years, you are going to see dramatic price increases. But it doesn't have to be negative. It doesn't have to be. So say you are a homeowner. Say you purchased that home at the beginning of the year, or you purchased a home this year. Freddie Mac predicts that your home's value is going to increase 12.1% this year. So just say you purchased your home in January of 2021. Your home is projected to rise in value by 12.1% this year. Next year, it's predicted to rise by 5.3%. So it is not all negative. It's negative for home buyers right now who are thinking about purchasing a home because you're going to pay more if you wait. But for home sellers, their home's value is just going up, which means their equity is just going up, which means their profits when they go to sell this home, or if they go to refinance the home, is just growing each and every day, each and every week, each and every month. It is amazing, amazing what is going on. So there are 3 hot topics in the housing market right now. 3 hot topics. So if you are a prospective buyer or seller, it's important that you understand the current real estate market conditions and how they affect you. Because if you are in this market to buy or sell, or you're thinking about buying or selling in the near future, these are important things that you need to know. The Counselors of Real Estate, the CRE, released its top 10 issues affecting real estate report. So we're only going to talk about 3. They have a top 10 of what is affecting real estate. The first is technology, acceleration, and innovation. So in the past year, it has technology and innovation has accelerated, and it has changed the real estate industry, especially when it comes to working with technology. Why is that? Well, we were dealing with this little thing called COVID. We were dealing with COVID, and we had to figure out a way to help our clients, which is our job as realtors. We had to figure out a way to help our clients and still follow the rules and regulations surrounding COVID. So, according to the report, lockdown driven changes in our work, in the economy, in social structures, and in our personal behavior have pushed our reluctance aside. The acceleration and adoption of technology during the pandemic has impacted everything, and real estate is no exception. More and more people last year into this year have purchased homes without ever seeing the home. They're called sight unseen. We're doing 3D virtual tours of homes instead of actually having our clients walk through homes. Some people are instead just videoing the homes as the agent themselves, doing a virtual walkthrough for their clients. For real estate innovations, such as digital documentation, we've been doing that forever. Virtual tours, video chat, all available if you want to get a hold of me. It has enabled agents to connect with their clients no matter their location. So I could have clients in New York City who are looking to move here to Kentucky, and I can still communicate with them. Technology is amazing. These options are ideal for prospective buyers and sellers who aren't local to the area or those that need that added flexibility. The second issue in the second item in the list is remote work and mobility. That it has been a huge game changer. You have to think about individuals who live in places like New York, places like Chicago, places like Los Angeles. We've seen a lot of this. They are moving from those areas to our area and to our surrounding areas. So they are moving in particular because they can work in New York without living in New York because remote work has taken off. You think about New York's taxes. New York's taxes are way up here, while Kentucky's taxes are down here. So if an individual can work in New York or work for a New York company but not have to live in New York, that's a plus 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 for them. They can pay lower taxes, lower property values here versus wherever they are. So working from home has become the reality for many individuals during the pandemic. And the latest list from the CRE identified remote work and mobility as an important influence on the real estate market. And it really is. It's changing how many people see their homes. It used to be that your home was somewhere you came to lay your head. But now, with people working from home, their home has become their office. Their home has become their school, their kids' school. Their home has become their school or their university. The school has become their gym. The home has become a place where they work. They don't have to leave the home, or very many people with remote work are not leaving their homes in order to have to go to work. The pandemic universally caused a movement away from urban cores, particularly for those with higher incomes who could afford to move, and for lower income individuals seeking lower costs of living. Most of these relocations remained within their original origin or original region, 84%, while some are returning. It is unknown as to the permanence of these movements or whether they represent a true urban exodus. And there are reports on both sides. There are reports that say uh, people are starting to move back to the bigger cities, to the urban areas. Some are saying that they've moved, they're not moving again. So it is all over the map. With the added mobility that remote work offers, people are moving, and where they can ultimately purchase a home is less dependent on a physical office location. Last but not least is housing supply and affordability. So finally, the limited supply of houses for sale and the related affordability challenges made the list as well. According to the National Association of Realtors, the state of America's housing inventory is dire. We have a chronic shortage of affordable and available homes needed to support the nation's population. And this happened for a variety of reasons. Home builders have been behind the eight ball, they've been behind on building new construction homes for decades. They have not been keeping up with the growing needs. The pandemic made that even worse. When lockdowns were instituted, wood timber mills were shut down, lumber mills were shut down, plywood mills were shut down, the glue mills were shut down. It takes wood and glue in order to make plywood. Plywood is one of the biggest things that your home needs. It's your roof. It's the outside of your house in a lot of cases. Plywood, wood, and the glue is huge. Not to mention the labor shortage when everyone is locked down. You can't build homes, you can't make the materials to make homes, and then the builders that did make homes bought materials at a huge cost, sort of like buying stock when it's way up here and now it's starting to come down. But with the homes, they're going to have to price it way up here because that's where they bought the materials. But there is good news. There is good news. There's always good news. I provide you with good news. Homes are still more affordable today than they have been historically, thanks to today's low mortgage rates. Did you know that mortgage interest rates hit 2.8% this week? 2.8%. Wow. That 3.3% prediction out the window. 2.8% is what the mortgage interest rates hit this week, and 15-year fixed rate mortgages hit an all-time record low, 2.10. So if you're looking for the 15-year mortgage or you're thinking about refinancing, you may be able to refinance your home to a 15-year mortgage at that 2.1% interest rate and save a boatload of money. The bottom line in all of this is that new technology, remote work, housing supply, and home affordability are key factors in the housing market, of course, for both buyers and sellers. So, when you are ready to buy or sell a home, you should connect with a realtor like myself so that we can explain and hopefully educate about the happenings in the market at that point. So, I want to thank everyone for watching today, both here on the Facebook page as well as here on YouTube. As always, I hope it was educational. And if you have any questions at all, feel free to email me. You can email me at shopkentuckyhomes@yahoo.com. And if you would like to leave comments here in the chat or here on the Facebook Live after the live is over, I would be happy to answer those. Until next week, it will be the second week of August. I cannot believe it's August already, but it is. This is David Hittle, host of the David Hittle Real Estate Show, brought to you by United Real Estate Louisville. And until next week, I hope you all have a great week, a great Sunday. Enjoy this weather. It's supposed to be beautiful. Have a great day.